lads, I know a lot of football is about going forward, but you do know you got to do at the back, do the job at the back as well. You know, like you know, defending properly is an important part of football. Just checking you all still know. I've already got the title of this video sorted straight away. Defensive standards simply must improve, and let's get this out of the way. I know there are going to be people in the comments that go, you have to finish your chances, we need a striker who's scoring goals, and I completely agree. They're all issues and they're all definitely things worthy of concern at the moment. And look, we do need one of the strikers to start scoring, and it's definitely an issue that we don't finish chances off. What I would say though is, we've scored 28 goals. I would be very surprised if we're not at least in the 6-7 teams in the league that have scored the most in the division. But I want to point out, and I know they conceded late on tonight and they drew 1-1 at Sheffield Wednesday, but I'm going to make a point here. Why do people think there's a good reason why Leicester are top of the league? I know they're 1 point ahead of Ipswich, but there's a good reason why there's so many points clear of them third place and below. Why do you think that is? Not because the amount of goals they score, although that definitely does help with the quality they've got, but because they defend properly. Because they've only conceded 11 goals so far this season. We've nearly conceded double the amount that Leicester have, and it's not good enough. And I don't really care. I'm sick of people not going on about clean sheets. I'm sick of people not acknowledging how much being solid defensively makes a difference. It absolutely makes a difference. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the football that we're trying to play at the best of times, and I do agree that going forward, we should be one of the most difficult teams to play against in the division. But tonight, like, we definitely had chances, and you could argue we should have got something out of the game. But again, it's the same old story where, you get, like Saturday, you conceded 2 goals, gave Plymouth a 2-goal lead to hang on to, couldn't break them down, get frustrated, Plymouth see out the win. Same tonight. You get level, that should have been a kick up the backside and a warning sign not to go 2-1 down, and then obviously concede a second goal, Huddersfield something to hang on to, we get frustrated, the rhythm, we don't get any rhythm, game see it's out, the end. You know, that's a bit of a waffle there, but the point stands the same. Like, you can score all the goals you want in the world, you can do whatever you want going forward, but if you're going to keep shipping goals at the back, then it's not, you're going to struggle to win more games than you don't win. Because, and I mean this with the greatest respect to Huddersfield, and it's a great win for them, don't get me wrong, but you can't afford results like that, especially not at home, if you're wanting to be pushing for the top 6, which should be the aim this season, by the way. Whether you think the squad's good enough or not, that's up to you. My personal opinion is, you can't beat finishing top 6 last season and not have that be the aim this season. It's not... Like, no, results like tonight just aren't good enough, unfortunately. But, you know, like I said, we don't have a divine right to win any game. Of course we don't. But it's just so frustrating. If you look at the second goal, might have had an element of fortune. I don't know. I need to look at it back. I don't know if I'm going to be bothered to look at the highlights back, to be honest. Highlights, yay. But, like, the first goal, look how easy it was for Huddersfield to score that. Like, come on. Defensive standards have got to improve. And from what I remember, apparently Tony Mowbray used to be a defender, so shouldn't he know then not to be able to teach these lads to be able to, like, you know, keep clean sheets and be solid at the back? Because when we're not scoring chances, and again, I recognise it's an issue, when we're not scoring chances ourselves, you cannot keep shipping goals like that, because you're going to make the job so much harder for yourself and put all the pressure on every chance you get, because then you have to score. At the minute, we seem to be having to score 3 goals to guarantee winning a game, and we shouldn't be having to do that. You've got to be able to balance both of them, and it's one of these little things where I love Mowbray a bit, don't get me wrong, but there's little things like, you know, when the subs came on, I have to admit, as much as I don't want Mowbray to go, please not yet anyway, there was an element of get 5 subs on and just hope they do something. And I believe the tools are there to work better than what we're doing at the minute with the squad, but that's me. If you disagree with me, that's totally fine. As long as you're respectful about it in the comments, I have no problem with that. But we've got to move on to Saturday now, and Saturday for me is a game we need to win. Simple as that. Whether we win or not, I don't know. If we defend like we did tonight, we have no chance, unfortunately. But I'll love you and leave you there. I've had enough. See you all later. I'm trying to get a 5k subs within the near future. There you go. Cheers. Anyway, and we're trying to get a 5k subs in the near future, and more than half the people who watch are not subscribed, as you know already. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching the video, then hit the subscribe button if you want. It would mean the world to us. Absolutely free. Doesn't cost a penny according to Sean Middleton. And I'll quickly say on the aftermath, because I've had a couple of people ask me about that. Sean's just simply been ill and been at work. Hopefully he'll be back soon enough, and we can attempt to dissect games the way they're going. See you all later, lads, and safe journey to everyone travelling to Millwall. You meant a lot, and yeah, let's hope we defend properly this time and then see what happens, but you never know. See you all later.